My name is Instructor Pearson. I'm the lead instructor at the NSW Prep School up here at Great Lakes, Illinois. Some of the issues that I've been seeing with the students when they show up here on deck are just not being very prepared for what they're about to endure, which is a preparatory school. They think they can rely on this to get them in shape for buds. I call it a prep for a prep. A lot of what I see go hand in hand with the injuries that we get here. A lot of lower leg stress fractures come into this program. Some guys have ran on nothing but ellipticals, which isn't even running. They have to be ready to endure the stresses that are here. And they shouldn't be running in boots, they should be running in tennis shoes, starting off on a soft track that you can find in any middle school, high school. It should be a slow progression, getting yourself used to it, getting those Xbox controls out of your hands, getting on the road and working on it. In swimming, get a little bit of fins on. You can buy some cheaper surface swimming fins at your sports store. Get in the pool, just kind of get used to it. A lot of guys have a tightness in their ankles because they're not used to swimming with fins. We do a lot of fin work here. We do a lot of fin work in buds and in the SEAL teams. So to not practice with an essential tool of what we're going to be dealing with here would be foolish. As far as calisthenics goes, you don't need to go out there, hit the gym, hit GNC, get jacked, look like you have big muscles. You should have a strong core. You should work on core exercises. You should work on ground movement stuff. You should work on your push-ups, your pull-ups, your sit-ups. All that stuff is very important when you're here. I've seen guys that are 130 pounds that can go through this program just as easily as guys that are 210. Probably easier because they can run faster, swim better. They come a little bit more prepared without that extra superfluous muscle on them that bogs them down through this training.
My name is Jim McKinney. I'm one of 2 lead instructors here at Buds Prep, and my job is to prepare our students for buds. The way we do that is through our distance swims in the pool, our long distance runs at the track, our sand PTs, our surf PTs at Lake Michigan, our push-ups, our weight training, our sit-ups, our pull-ups, and a lot of mental toughness classes that we have here. The best way we tell our students to prepare in order to get here healthy is to obviously do more running programs, get themselves healthy, do prehab type workouts, which is on the sealswig.com webpage. We want to see more preparation. Obviously, you can't prepare enough. We see a lot of students fail out just on the basic swims, the basic runs. They get the injuries, shin splints, the stretch fractures on a 10-mile-a-week run basis the first week. That's not going to cut it at Buds. The problem we see here at Buds Prep are the students are not familiar with using our jet fins. Most of the students we have come from a different background where they're not aquatic related, so to speak. Our best recommendation for kids in high school or college coming into our program is to wear the fins in their training regimen before they get here and slowly break their ankles in. What we see here is guys swim our workouts. We swim 12,000 meters a week, and again, we go for a long run after that. Usually their ankles are shot. The guys who have great ankle flexibility, come from a swim background that utilizes fins, have no injury problems whatsoever. Our best advice would be to prepare themselves mentally and physically for the training. Obviously, everyone talks about it being very physical, but it is 90% mental. During your training programs, you can't just train for the PST, the minimum requirements. You have to realize you're going to first phase of Buds, which is one of the hardest training programs in the U.S. military. You have to train to realize that Hell Week is 3 weeks into first phase. What I mean by mental toughness, I mean don't just do the 42 minimum push-ups for the PST. You have to realize you're doing hundreds upon hundreds of sets of push-ups at Buds. When you get to Hell Week, those hundreds of push-ups get into thousands in a day. So 42 push-ups, bare minimum is not going to cut it. When you guys do your training, do beyond 42. Push it that extra 10%, that extra 20%. That'll build yourself physically tougher, and it'll build your mind power to make yourself mentally stronger for Buds. In order to prepare for the rigorous training at Buds, if you're still in high school, we recommend you playing multiple sports. No more Xbox. You can play a little bit. Get outside, get some vitamin D, play some soccer, get in the pool and swim laps with your buddies, go surfing. Just be outside and be active. Prepare your bodies for the stress that's going to happen when you go to Buds. Obviously, it's the hardest training in the U.S. military for a reason.
Stand up straight. That is what I thought. You weren't doing anything on that end, were you? Let's go. 6 feet from the log in front of you. What's the problem? Three, two.
I think that the obstacle course is a great evolution, and I think a lot of people don't take advantage of it. The purpose of the water obstacle course is to help you identify your weaknesses. If you can't carry your weight, it's going to help you find momentum. If your upper body strength is not there, after doing it over and over again, you're going to end up building that strength up to make it through your evolution. I think that not just this obstacle course, this water obstacle course, but any obstacle course, it's great for agility. I mean, you're going to be a Navy SEAL. You can't just be good at one thing. You can't be good at two things. You have to be good at everything.
The purpose of an obstacle course would be to test a person's strength, their overall ability to overcome a fear, and their endurance. You know, guys on the sideline are motivating you, yelling at you, telling you to get up that rope, get across that rope, you know, climb that ladder. So yeah, yes, and then no in the end, because it's on your own to really dig down deep and pull out what you have inside you to complete the obstacle course. and my wounds will heal faster than my pride. You know, if you give up and quit, it's a huge check in the box against your pride. So, you know, you got to get up there. You got to put out. You got to represent. So, your wounds and the temporary fatigue that you're going through, that'll come and go. So your pride kind of stays.
Getting off the absolute until my body fails. It makes me get off. And then I'm going to go right back up again and try it again until I actually cannot do it anymore, until my hands are bleeding. I just don't want to quit. I just think that if you're going to quit on this little obstacle, how are you going to do another?
Second phase is, in my mind, the phase where we transition from the kind of high-impact selection phase of training to see who's committed to the program into what makes frogmen frogmen, into the block of training where they'll learn the skill sets that comprise that ability to operate in the water and underwater, which is kind of at least the foundation of who we are. They start second phase with classroom work, which is dive physics, dive medicine, so they understand the principles and physics behind the skill sets they learn, and then we teach them on the basic apparatus how to do mostly emergency type procedures in case something goes wrong. We want to test their comfort underwater and their ability to make good decisions if things are going wrong so they can save themselves and frankly to our community, more importantly, save their buddy if their buddy's in need.
The skills that the students learn here in third phase are very important because they are the basis. They are the foundation of everything that they're going to learn in follow-on training, in SEAL qualification training, or SQT as we call it. This is the foundation right here, the most basic of all of the shooting and the moving that we do.